Nintendo menus. Who cares?
Did I not make that obvious?
Have you ever heard of the phrase, the medium is the message? Well, Marshall McLuhan, I ask you, medium? What about very hard? All this is really saying is how you use something or how it's meant to be used implies something about the external world, about ourselves. In plain terms, it's kind of hard to understand, but it makes a lot more sense when I use it in this example. The message that I'm saying, this is boring, is a lot different whether I'm saying it on a mic, in a Twitch chat, on Twitter, or in a text message to my dentist. And Nintendo knows this very well with their consoles. Except sort of recently. Why does the Switch look like a subway wall? Okay, sure, yeah, it's just a menu. You just need to click your game, but it should be a kid's menu. Color in the chef. The console menus used to mean something. I swear they have a department at Nintendo with two guys just thinking popping blood vessels until they come up with,
what if the letter G laughed at you?
what do you intend on doing here? Clearly they intended you to spin the letter G like a wine glass, maybe to mix the aromas with the air around so the flavor of this menu would be that much more pertinent. The point, I guess, is that no matter where it is for Nintendo, they never skimp on the fact that consoles, video games, are made for enjoyment. You can see this as far as the GameCube logo, and the shape of the console as well. It all points to the fact that Nintendo is weird as fuck. The GameCube console menu. I love this thing. There's not a single reason this needed to exist, and that's the point. It could have been a black screen with options, but no, it's actually just this whole dimension with a lot of design put in. Like, look at the PS1. This is scary! Like, what is it, a brick wall? It looks like the area behind the school in the anime where the protagonist gets beat up. I want to get out of here, but the GameCube, I could sleep in here. The ambience would help. Look at our little dude go! He's just flip-floating around side to side. He wants to get things started, but he's not gonna rush you. There's really well thought out graphics, music, and sound effects, and it really sells me on this void. I think I'm excited for Purgatory. And that song, like, how did they come up with that? It has no direction, it's perpetual, but it's almost calming as much as it is unsettling. I wonder what this song even is.
It's a Nintendo dick symptom.
Huh. How they made this sound decent, I don't know. Besides, there are cooler secrets. Alright, on-screen Alax, don't be weird, just I need you to hold down the Z button.
You mean Z?
Shut up. Hold it down when I turn the console off.
Like this?
You're turning a 2-second scene into a 10-second scene, you absolute slug. Alright. Look at that. Isn't it funny? Was it worth it? Wow. However, there is another even more secret one. Okay, so I need you to do the same thing again.
Alright.
But with 4 controllers.
How would I even go about doing that?
Perfect. That was not worth it. It wasn't even that funny. But I have a lot more to say. Of course, how couldn't I? I mean, it's like rocks. You're looking at a rock, you're like, whatever, it's just a rock. But those are minerals, idiot! They've got hardness, luminosity, and cleavage. Now I've got your attention, sicko. Let's talk about the memory card pictures. Yes, every game has a unique memory card save data image. Every game. Some of them are animated even. And the cool thing is, they don't appear anywhere else in the games that they're from. Meaning that someone had to make that. Look at him, he's waving at you. He's like, hey, come hang out with us in the Chow Garden and don't delete us, nullifying our existence and returning us to nothing with a simple stroke of your A button. I'm really sorry. I need to make room for my Create-A-Skater. Perfect, Heisenberg. Watch me cook, Jesse. It's simple aerodynamics. 2 axes of control. I liked a lot of these other GIFs. I don't know what they did with Luigi though. Like, that's the best you could do? The poor guy has anxiety even on the memory card screen. He doesn't even get a break. Could he let him sleep when the game's off? No! I didn't know John Cena was on the GameCube. Dude, oh, I didn't take your wallet. Calm down! You'll never have felt more disappointed than how Fox looks at you as his save icon from Star Fox Adventures. Bro, like, go outside. It's a nice day. Are you looking at me? You got something in your eye? Are you just trying to get my attention? I apparently have a very creative file names.
Oh my god, you're so funny!
I'm really sorry to subject you to that. Why is he looking at me like that? Is he trying to convince me this is a real Donkey Kong platformer? And when you finally do insert a game, well, I know you all love lost media, so I mean, this isn't really lost. It's kind of just here and nobody gives a shit enough about 2 lines of text that only appear on this screen, but is kind of cool. I mean, most of the time it's just like trademark and this company and this year, but nobody will ever utter the sentence mega fun to you and not have you get shanked 2 minutes later. Cool, speedy, cinematic. Are we talking about the same game here? I hate when my vacation takes a sludgy turn. Luigi won a haunted mansion and Mario's trapped inside? Yeah. What if I didn't know that? You just spoiled it. It's like the Persona 5 starting screen. It's like, I didn't know these guys are characters. Anyways, that gotta be it. We could mess with the time, or the screen position, maybe. I really think we've went through as much as we possibly could. So it's time to look at the Game Boy player. Yeah, it's not a lot to write home about, but we'll still look at it. Oh, a timer? I guess I did need something to help me remember to take out the casserole. It also comes preloaded with a bunch of borders, which... okay, they are just borders. I mean, the rest of the options are pretty standard. You just change the controller inputs, change the screen position. It's not much, but still a menu on the GameCube, technically. But if you thought I ran out of stuff to say, you are dead wrong. I guarantee that you have not seen this screen in any of your favorite GameCube games. Have you heard of progressive scan? Progressive? I hardly know of. So, it's kind of like technical mumbo jumbo and like not something anyone needs to know ever. Basically, a tale of 2 GameCubes. We'll call this one Frank and this one Mariana. Frank over here has a port that allows him to be used on HD TVs. But then they realize, hey, nobody's fucking using it. So they built Mariana, a stronger, more sleek version without this port. The long and short is, this port created the progressive scan mode on the GameCube. It's a screen. So I had to ask myself, do any of these screens have anything special to them? Most of the first-party Nintendo games have the logo, but then they have the personalized font of the game underneath. Luigi's Mansion is interesting because it kind of just stays on the title screen, and if you don't select anything, it just goes to the opening cutscene. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 can only be controlled with a D-pad, which is very, very weird. Some of them are not even formatted, and it just looks so bad. It's like, all right, put this together in like 5 minutes. Double Dash does a unique thing where it plays the Nintendo logo sound, and then you're stuck on this screen. And then once you select, then Lakitu appears. But then it's just very, very quiet, and Lakitu's just looking at you. Like, dude, okay, nice fish. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. No, the Zelda Master Collection has a cute noise when you select. Totally unrelated, but I realized while doing all of this opening and closing, that open the top of your GameCube while playing Zelda 2, you can still play the game. You don't need the disc in there. I played through like a good 5 minutes and nothing happened. There are even screens for when the GameCube itself glitches out, and the system data is corrupt. It brings you to a select a language screen and then, Jesus. It's like an emergency broadcast channel. There's also a screen that appears when the game disc is scratched, before the game can even launch. It's how I found out my Mario Strikers doesn't work. Holy guacamole! My casserole's done! Alright, I gotta be careful. One sudden move and I... Ah! The results are in. A Mario and Luigi video is imminent. You really have to pick a long-ass RPG for me to play. I love it. If you like videos on menus, please like this so I know to make more of it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because I really, really want to reach 500,000 subscribers, and you can help me do that. We can do it in like record time if everyone does it. So that's it, I think. I'll see you on the flip side.